Hi students, I'm Sonia from Vidya Guru, starting a new session on current affairs. This session is for the month of September 2022. As we all know that combined graduate level, SSC combined graduate level, the exam you all were waiting for is going to be out soon. So you can actually join our classes, you can join our live batches or video program if you are comfortable, if you wish to take coaching for the exam to get a job in government sector or in central government. Okay, I'll start the session, but before starting, this session is going to be completely in English medium. If you are not comfortable with the language, you can switch to the Hindi session. That is also there in the playlist. You can look for that session and watch that. I try to get important points, for you straight away so that you can read those points and get those questions in your exam and answer them comfortably. If you like the session, press the like button for sure. Share the video with your friends, those who are preparing for any competitive exam. Subscribe to Vidya Guru's YouTube channel. If you have not till now, do press the bell icon which is just beside the subscribe button. Please do that. That's how you'll receive notifications of all the exam relevant videos. This session is in English medium. We record English medium sessions primarily for our students from South India, primarily for our students from Northeast India. Those students who are not well versed with Hindi, we actually try to deliver complete English medium sessions for them. If you are comfortable, you can watch that. The students from Karnataka, the students from Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, those students who are from Assam, Manipur, I am referring to those students primarily. Now, if I actually move on, if I actually start the session, I really expect you to remain focused throughout. Try to make notes so that whatever I deliver, you write them, because whenever you have your exam, you can revise through those notes. I'll start from here on. Okay, this is the first session for the month of September. I understand that, but I take time to actually get important points, to collect important points for you. We try to deliver topic wise current affairs, and as you can see that appointments and elections, one of the most important topics here. You even believe that whenever somebody gets appointed on a higher rank, that actually such sort of question is asked in your exam. So topic from where we are starting is appointments. So let's start with that topic. Let's go ahead with the first question. New Attorney General is Mukul Rohatgi. The name of the person becomes important because he has been appointed as new Attorney General. You even understand that such a question is significant. So new Attorney General is Mukul Rohatgi. When I move to the next question, it is new UN High Commissioner for Human Rights. New UN, United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights. His name is Volker Turk and he's from Austria. See, when a person is appointed on UN's rank, you need to understand those UN ranks are significant. People get appointed from various nations and those people become important for us, but at the same time you need to understand their nationality is super important for you. At times they provide you with the names. They actually write the names in the exam, like Volker Turk, where is he from? Then you are supposed to answer such a question. He's from Austria, and that's the important point. When you move to the third point, it is new UK Prime Minister. We all know that. We heard about Rishi Sunak. You need to understand this lady won the election. Liz Truss is her name. She has become 56th Prime Minister of United Kingdom. So you even understand that how important this lady is. But the same I wish to deliver here. People will learn only Liz Truss, her name. Probably people will move ahead with 56th number also. But she belongs to Conservative Party. That students generally forget. Don't do that. She's from Conservative Party. Equally important question. I want to tell you that this one point can give you 3 questions. Like, she is 56th numbers Prime Minister of UK. Her name is Liz Truss. And the third point which can be made from this single point is she is from Conservative Party. When I move to the next question, which is about United Kingdom's new monarch post Queen Elizabeth II's death. Monarch, as in we try to say when we refer to monarchy, rule by a king or a queen. Monarchy means rule by a king or a queen. When the entire place is governed by a king or a queen, we actually call it monarchy. But monarchs are still there in United Kingdom. We all know that. I am saying after the death of, because recently we saw Elizabeth II died. That was the sad thing. And I am saying that King Charles III, you can see his face, he remains in news. We all know him, that King Charles III is going to be called UK's new monarch post Queen's death. Let's move to the next question prior to moving. You need to understand whatever I've taught you here. I am not going to waste a single minute of yours. I try to deliver as many points as possible. Please do press the like button if you are watching the session. Let's move to the next question. Okay, sports updates. Now you can see the face of Neeraj Chopra on the top. Obviously he has done something, you can call it the best. India's first Diamond League. First, you need to understand Diamond League Athletics 2022 I'm referring to, and you need to be sure of something, that he has become the first Diamond League champion for the country. That's pretty, you can say the news which is going to make you proud of him. First is the important word. He has become that, on the basis of that, the venue of that event becomes important for you, and it is Zurich, which is in Switzerland. Zurich, and it is in Switzerland, where Neeraj Chopra competed and brought Diamond League Athletics Championship. Actually, he won that championship and he brought that award for us. He has become the first Indian to do so. When we move to the next question, it is about US Open. US Open is equally important, we all know that, although I am covering those important points, but you need to see this guy who's very, very young. He's 2003 born, he's very, very young, around 19 years of age. Men's title in US Open. Grand Slams are super important. Although he has won many championships, his name is Carlos Alcaraz. He is from Spain. Very famous player. He has become world's #1 at this age. You know that. Carlos Alcaraz, as he has won that championship, he is from Spain. First, you need to know that. He defeated Casper Ruud, who was from Norway. I am saying Casper Ruud, he's from Norway. He defeated Carlos defeated Casper. Carlos is from Spain, and Casper is from Norway. When I move to the next point, it is not about the championship. The second one, like Iga Swiatek, I'm not teaching you that. I am saying that is his first Grand Slam. You need to learn that. Whose first Grand Slam? Carlos Alcaraz. First Grand Slam is this US Open 2022. He is very young, but he is the youngest men's number one player. He has become, so he is youngest. I told you he is very young. When we move to the next question, see, such a thing makes this question important because he is the youngest. That is the reason. His nationality is from Spain. That is his first Grand Slam title. That is why you have not heard the name of Carlos till now. I am saying his name becomes super important. Please learn that carefully. Women's, Iga Swiatek. We heard her name many times. Iga Swiatek, she defeated Ons Jabeur. She is from Tunisia. Iga Swiatek won that championship, women's singles title I am referring to. So US Open's equally important, but in singles, who got defeated, who remained the runner-up, even that person becomes important for you. When I move to the next question, it is about US Open only. And we'll talk about men's doubles, women's doubles, and then mixed doubles. Because sports updates, that's the topic under which we are studying these questions. I am referring to Rajiv Ram and Joe Salisbury. Two males were required, Rajiv and Joe. That is why men's doubles was actually, one. The title of men's doubles was one. Women's doubles, Katrina Siniakova and Barbora Krejcikova. Katrina Siniakova, Barbora Krejcikova. These are the two girls who lifted the title of women's doubles. When you talk about mixed doubles, mixed means one female and one male had to be together. So mixed doubles, John Pierce and Storm Sanders. These are the two, actually the combo of a female and a male, those who lifted the title of mixed doubles in US Open. Super important question. Please pay attention to these questions. When I move to the next question, it is about sports only. You can see this mascot here as well. When I start, it is 36th National Games mascot. 36th National Games mascot. See the place, the venue is Gujarat. National Games will take place in Gujarat. That is what we are saying. Savage, which is actually a lion, or you can call it a cub. I am saying that is basically the mascot. Savage is the mascot for National Games which are going to take place in Gujarat, and the number is going to be 36th. As you can see, that anthem is important. When we make such sort of anthems, they become important. Judega India, Jeetega India, themed around Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat, sung by is also important, Sukhwinder Singh. So the name of the person, the name of the singer is important. We all know that. Judega Bharat, Jeetega Bharat is also important. But the catch here is, the different thing is that it is themed around, because if they ask you what is that song themed around, believe me, everybody will learn the name of the song, name of the singer. But here the concern is going to be what is it themed around. You will not be able to answer such a question. It is Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat. It is themed around this particular thing. So learn that. Savage, lion or lion cub, you can actually see the picture of that mascot, which is the mascot of 36 National Games which will take place in Gujarat. So I hope I am delivering important points. You will give me the feedback once you see these questions in your exam. But if you are comfortable, SSC, CGL combined graduate level is going to be out soon. Probably it will be, released, today only. I am saying if you are comfortable, you can prepare yourself, do that. But if you require some help, if you want to join coaching, we'll surely try to help you in every sort of manner which is actually going to be beneficial for your SSC CGL exam preparation. You'll be able to get through, you'll be able to pass the exam very easily. So you can join us as well. So the numbers are there on the screen. You can dial and you can connect with us. Our executives are going to help you. You can join our live classes. You can join our video program also. When I start with this particular part, which is India in Focus. India in Focus, we are going to talk about what is the rank of India in various indices, but the plural of index is indices. That is why I called it indices. I am saying UNDP, United Nations Development Program, in which we are talking about Human Development Index. First, they'll ask you the question, who prepares Human Development Index? Human Development Index is prepared by what agency? They'll ask you the name. So we are referring to 21. Understand that it is United Nations Development Program which publishes Human Development Index. As per them, Switzerland is on top. They may ask you who remained on top. Switzerland is on top. If you actually want to mention Norway and Iceland, you can do that. These three are actually the toppers. I am saying Switzerland, Norway and Iceland. These are the three, which remained on top. I am referring to India's rank, which is 132nd. 132nd out of 191 countries. India's rank is important. They may ask you what was the total number of the nations who participated. So 191 countries participated, out of which in Human Development Index, India ranked 132nd. And Switzerland remained on top. Which index I am referring to? I am talking about Human Development Index of United Nations Development Program. When I move to the next question, dance form added to UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage List. Intangible things which we cannot touch. Tangible things which we can see. Like some monument got added in UNESCO's, cultural heritage site. That monument can be seen, can be tangible. See, if I'm telling you the meaning of the word, please understand that I'm trying to make things easier for you, because they may write it intangible. You need to understand intangible things which we cannot see, which we cannot touch. So intangible, see is all right, but it touches actually the concern here. I am saying intangible, UNESCO's intangible cultural heritage list, Garba got added. They'll ask you which dance form got added. So Garba got added in UNESCO's intangible cultural heritage list. Cities added to UNESCO global network of learning cities, Warangal, and it is in Telangana. Thrissur and Nilambur are in Kerala. I'll repeat that. I am saying cities added to UNESCO global network of learning cities. I'll repeat that. Cities added to UNESCO's global network of learning cities, global network of learning cities. So one place is Warangal, which is in Telangana, and the other places are Thrissur and Nilambur, which are in Kerala. We'll move to the next page, which is about important days and dates. That's the segment we are going to cover now. So important days in the month of September. We'll start with first, that is International Literacy Day. So International Literacy Day is celebrated on 8th September. Theme is important. See, whenever I find theme is important, I add that. If I don't find the theme important, I skip that. So I am saying this theme, I found it important, so I am going to read it for you. Transforming literacy learning spaces. Transforming, see, it is about Literacy Day. Illiteracy, no, I'm saying Literacy Day, which is observed on 8th September. So I'm saying theme was transforming literacy learning spaces. So learning spaces are being transformed here. That's the theme for the International Literacy Day, which is observed on 8th September. World Water Week. See, Water Week, water is a precious, thing, we all know that. So that is why such questions are asked. And it is Water Week from August 23rd to 1st September. From August 23rd to 1st September, we celebrate World Water Week. Theme was Seeing the Unseen. Theme was Seeing the Unseen, the value of water, seeing the unseen, the value of water. That was the theme. That's the theme kept for the World Water Week. When I proceed with the next question, it is about Rashtriya Poshan Mah. Rashtriya Poshan Mah. So Poshan, we are talking about that nutrition which is required. So Poshan Mah, 5th numbers Poshan Mah. Please understand that as we are referring to Mah, that means we are talking about the month. So the entire month of September is going to be celebrated as Rashtriya Poshan Mah. So national, we are talking about Poshan as nutrition. Mah is the entire month. So it cannot be one day. The entire September is called this, and it is going to be 5th of its kind. International Day of Charity, where people donate and all that. So that charity donation, 5th September is the date celebrated as International Day of Charity. When I move to the next question, it is about Hindi Divas, quite important. 14th September is when Hindi Divas is celebrated in our country. So Hindi Divas is celebrated on 14th September. I'll move to the next question. Defense news, there on your screen now. Defense news, that's the segment. Indian Air Force joins Pitch Black Air Combat Exercise. Pitch Black Air Combat Exercise. First of all, the kind of questions which are actually made from here. One is, what's the name of that exercise? Pitch Black. The armed force which is behind us, it is Indian Air Force. That is what I meant. So Indian Air Force, Armed Force, Indian Air Force behind Pitch Black. And the exercise, what kind of exercise? It was air combat exercise. Air combat, that is why Air Force. With which country? That is Australia. When I move to the next question, it is about Indian Army attends Vostok 2022. By the name Vostok, exercise Vostok, you can make out that we have started talking about Russia. So exercise at Sergeyevsky East Military District, Russia. I'll repeat that. Sergeyevsky East Military District, which is in Russia. So you need to understand that when I'm teaching you some exercise around the world, there are many exercises which take place. But if India is participating in some exercise, that exercise becomes important for us. So Indian Army and Russian Army, Vostok is the name of the exercise. I am referring to the venue where it took place. It was Sergeyevsky East Military District, which is in Russia only. So learn the name of that Vostok exercise. Naval ensign flag. First of all, you need to understand that a flag is there. A flag is there. When we are saying that national emblem in an octagon shield, first of all, octa means 8. Octa means 8. So this is octagon. I am saying octagonal shield on top of the anchor, or on the top of the anchor, which is there on your screen now. The second thing I wish to mention is that tricolor on upper canton on the left. First of all, canton, consider it like that. A flag is there. So the upper segments here or here, upper canton, we are saying on the flag, upper canton, these are the portions. See, a nation's tricolor, upper canton, I'm telling you the meaning. What does it mean? That if somebody tells you upper canton, you won't understand that. So I'm saying this part on the upper part of the flag or upper part of this flag, this is called upper canton. So on the left, top left, as it is stating here, that tricolor on upper canton, top left. Naval motto, this is basically somewhere it is written as SHAM also, so no problem. What we mean by saying that, in Hindi or in Sanskrit, they call it Sham no Varunah. Sham no Varunah. Varun means, actually we are saying the deity of water, the god of water, and that god of water helps us remain, remains beneficial for us. That is what they mean by actually calling it Sham no Varunah. So Varun, God Varun is going to help them, is going to be beneficial for them, will work for their welfare. So Sham no Varunah. That's the naval motto. You need to learn all that. See, when you refer to tricolor, which is there on the upper canton top left, they are referring to octagonal shield on the top of an anchor also. You can see that. So that is the naval ensign flag. Important, because such a thing can be there in your exam. They may ask any portion which is going to be there. So please be careful and learn that carefully. I'll move to the next question, which is about state. So state news will start from here. India's #1 aspirational district as per Niti Aayog. First of all, Niti Aayog publishes such sort of reports. We all know that. So as per them, Haridwar, which is in Uttarakhand, is India's #1 aspirational district. Aspirational district, #1 aspirational district of Niti Aayog. According to Niti Aayog's report, that is Haridwar, which is in Uttarakhand. When we talk about the next question, it is India's longest rubber dam. Pretty strange, but it is a rubber dam. We are saying longest rubber dam, Gaya Ji Dam, which will be built on Falgu River in Bihar. And I am saying this is the important thing. See, if they ask you, they may ask you the name of the dam, Gaya Ji Dam. What sort of dam? Rubber dam. On which river? Falgu River. Which place? Bihar. Which state? Bihar. So it is going to be India's longest rubber dam. Learn that carefully. The question is important. When we move to the next question, it is Mahendragarh, Charmari, Bharatpur, Shakti districts created in Chhattisgarh, total 33. You yourself prepare for the exams, I know that. So you understand the significance of such question. When in a state districts are added, so those questions become super significant. They can ask you Mahendragarh, Charmari, Bharatpur, Shakti, the names also, and apart from that they can ask you which state are we referring to, Chhattisgarh, and they can ask you how many districts Chhattisgarh has now. So this question is important, really important. When you move to the next question, India's first LNG fueled green truck manufacturing plant at Chakan, Pune. First of all, when somebody tells you that LNG fueled green truck, whenever they say green truck, green, they are actually making such sort of trucks which they'll be manufacturing, and a plant is there which is LNG fueled green truck. So India's first, as it is first, going to be asked. Where is it, starting in Chakan, Pune. That's the place where it will be started. When I move to the next question. Okay, it is about government schemes, and I generally say that government schemes, students found them boring, but they are asked in the exam many times. Here we have reached way ahead, but you need to understand even these questions are significant. If you are still watching, press the like button for sure. 14,500 schools to come up from 2022, 23 to 26 to 27. That's the period they are defining, that will be making 14,500 schools. Government is doing that. Government is saying it that under PM Shri scheme, they'll be coming up with 14,500 schools. They are talking about the units they'll be making on which they'll be spending 27,360 crore rupees. 27,360 crore rupees they'll be spending on those schools. The next question is PM schools for rising India based on national education policy. Read that carefully. PM schools for, they actually call it Pradhan Mantri schools only. So I'm saying PM schools for rising India based on national education policy. PM TB, tuberculosis, Mukt Bharat by 2025. See, the state of India in tuberculosis was very bad. India was on, way top ranks. TB is the problem even now India is suffering from. They are saying we'll make the country TB free, tuberculosis free. So PM TB Mukt Bharat by 2025. When we move to the next question, it is Nikshay 2.0. 2.0 tells you that it is the second edition of it. So donor portal for community support to people affected by TB. That's the question which is going to be there for sure in your exam. They'll ask you what is Nikshay 2.0. You have to explain that. It is a portal for TB patients, and they'll be receiving, donation, out of it. I'll repeat that. Nikshay 2.0 is a donor portal. It's a portal for community support where the community is going to help, going to donate to people who are affected by tuberculosis. When I move to the next question, Ganga River Sustainable Development Model. We refer to Ganga. Whenever we do that, we actually think that, the questions are going to be asked about this river. Earth Ganga is the sustainable development model. See, when they ask you what is Earth Ganga, you have to define it, that it is about Ganga River's sustainable development program. It is Ganga River's sustainable development model, which was named as Earth Ganga. So government schemes are here on your screen, and now there are students who will be writing, SBI Clerk, IBPS Clerk, PO, or maybe SBI PO exam. For them, a few questions on banking and finance. The first question is, ICICI Bank launches RuPay credit card. First, you need to understand, you have try to relate them with stones only. There's no problem like that, but they actually give you gold card, platinum card, silver card, such sort of cards. Now they have come up with RuPay, first RuPay credit cards. You need to learn that. And what what varieties do they have? Coral is there, Rubik's is available, and Sapphiro is available with ICICI. Now, Utsav FD. Utsav, that means some festival is approaching. We all know that Diwali is approaching. So Utsav FD, launched by SBI, State Bank of India. They'll ask you the names of those Utsav sort of, FD, like who's launching it. And title sponsor for BCCI matches. BCCI, we are talking about cricket. So BCCI Mastercard is sponsoring the title for BCCI matches. Okay. When you talk about RBI lifts the ban. See, when RBI imposes ban on some bank, that is the news. But when RBI removes that, lifts that ban from that bank, that is also important. So the ban was lifted here. So new customer acquisition by American Express can be made now. Earlier, American Express was asked to stop, don't add new customers. Now they have been allowed to do so. The ban has already been lifted. I'll move to the next question. Okay, banking and finance news, under which we are starting something else, that is to support supply chain finance. Asian Development Bank. To support supply chain finance, Asian Development Bank to partner with IndusInd Bank. See what sort of partnership they are going to show. Asian Development Bank with IndusInd Bank. Asian Development Bank with IndusInd Bank. What sort of partnership are they sharing? I am saying to support supply chain finance, ADB to partner with IndusInd Bank. Tiranga FD scheme. Now, we all have seen 75th, you can say, you can call it that, 75 years of independence that was celebrated, pretty, cool sort of thing. So, Tiranga FD scheme was launched by Bank of Baroda. They'll ask you such questions because they are pretty related with what was happening around. When you move to this Indian Bank news, that is Ind Utsav 610. Ind Utsav 610 FD scheme was launched by Indian Bank. 1.5% interest subvention. See, interest subvention, when you use this word subvention, that means government probably, or some higher authority is going to provide some sort of financial support, some sort of grant to the banks which are doing the thing which is written on the screen. For example, they are here saying that interest subvention. What sort of subvention, what sort of financial support, interest financial support will be provided to those banks which are helping farmers for the agri loans. But what sort of agri loans? Short-term agri loans will be provided by those banks, and those banks will be getting 1.5 interest subvention for the same, but the loans up to 3 lakh only. If it is more than that, no subvention, no interest subvention will be provided. Outlay expenditure on the same will be 34,856 crores. Pretty high. 34,856 crores will be spent on that, because how they are going to provide money, they will be obviously, showing some expense for the same, and that is the expense which will be spent on them. So here I am wrapping up. If you like the session, you can press the like button. If you did not like the session, you can watch the Hindi session. Probably you will understand that session better. You can even rewatch that. If you wish to comment something, you wish to learn something, you can comment here on this video that I need to add some other points. You can do that. You can write such sort of points as well. So I'll wait for those suggestions and your like as well. Thank you so much for watching.